Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default. Last time, we took down the Commoner and Provitor Merchantry again, but this time with a bit of a twist, going in reverse order, taking down the King and his Spellfencer pal, then to the Merchant, and then finally to the King of Thieves himself. It was interesting to see how that affected the encounters. Though, in terms of whether or not it helped us solve the mysteries of what's going on right now, it remains to be seen, though I feel like we'll probably be leaving this empty-handed. Though we shouldn't fear too much, I think we should probably try one last time. Let's head to Florem and see if taking down the Bloodrose Legion will help us in our quest to figure out what the hell is going on. But first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at Narende Village, as the combat item shop has reached level 9, getting us the Tengu Sneeze attack item, and some gifts from the trader. So, looking at this, we only have 2 more level 8 shops. I think I misspoke last episode in saying that the attack item was our last one. So, let's go ahead and try to get all of them to level 9. Let's take a look here. Hill Parts shop will give us the Dark special move parts. And the Compound shop will give us Demon Tail. I think I'll go with the Compound shop. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one. So, we're on Grand Ship, and let's go ahead and head towards Florem. Even if we don't get any answers for what's exactly going on by taking down the Bloodrose Legion, taking it down anyways will surely help us in this endeavor, as the Bloodrose Legion is terrible.
Feast your eyes! Well, I finally had it dyed! Brightest color I've seen yet! Well, have you seen this? A spirit hairpin! My coin purse is empty, but come on! Worth it!
This place doesn't seem any different. Oh, what's this? Birgit was made Flower Maiden at the 47th Sacred Flower Festival. It looks like the Sacred Flower Festival is over.
I wonder what Olivia is doing. Let us go visit the matriarch.
It's so saddening seeing Florem revert back to the state that we saw it in the first place. All of the terrible dyes and hairpins being spread around. But yeah, let's go see the matriarch. Maybe things are different. I mean, the flower festival is already over. That must mean that there's some other variations as well.
Who might you be, child?
I am the vessel of wind. Agnès oblige.
Ah, I see it now. My, but you've grown, dear. Florem is more beautiful for your visit. If only Olivia were alive to see you, she would have been so happy.
What? You mean Olivia is...
About 6 months ago, I am afraid. There was a great earthquake at the hidden village, and she perished protecting her crystallists.
It cannot be.
Her successor was rejected by the Orthodoxy due to her illness, and there is no other. She was such a talented child, but the Orthodoxy cast her out.
And what of the water crystal?
The shield put in place by Olivia disappeared with her demise. Now I fear that not a soul can get near it.
Then we must act. Leave this to me.
Of course. I pray you are able to bring the light back to the water crystal wind vestal.
Alright, let me get this straight. Olivia wasn't murdered by Victoria, I guess because we didn't lead Victor and Victoria to the Hidden Village, but instead died 6 months ago to an earthquake? What the? Also, who are you? Who is this then? It seems she was rescued from the monsters of the gardens to the west. She has nowhere else to go, so I've taken her in for the time being. Then... Indeed, I sense something grand within her. A light. If she were to become the Vestaling, it would do all of our hearts a great deal of good. Go on, dear. Say hello to the Lady Vestal and her companions. Hello. The poor creature is still quite shy. I do apologize. So it looks like the matriarch is upholding the good word of the good part of the Orthodoxy and trying to train a new Vestaling, at least potentially. Well, there's some good in this city of depravity. I'm not going to bother talking to the citizens. I'm sure they're not going to have any useful information for us. So I think first things first, we should go ahead and cut off the supply line that is fostering the terrible habits of the citizens. That means taking care of the spirit hairpins and the dye. So let's go ahead and fly over to the Florem Gardens and take down Mephilia, who will be who's supplying the spirit hairpins. Again, I'm going to reiterate, collect all the loot here that you haven't gotten already, but if you have, just go ahead and swing right through. Well, I've reached the Adventurer, and real quick, before we continue to the Mephilia encounter, I went ahead and changed around my equipment a little bit. Primarily, I gave Ringabel an Earth Charm, as Mephilia still has access to the gear to Lulu. So I gave Tiz and Idia a Bait Earth from the Samurai, the Swordmaster, and unfortunately Agnes is just going to have to grin and bear the damage, but she has a lot of magical defense, so I'm sure she'll be perfectly okay. But honestly, that's about it. So once you've saved up, head inside.
Wow, it's beautiful.
What?
Who are you? Mephilia. Idia? It's Idia! Filthy thing, toying with my sister's heart. I've never seen so dirty a hypocrite. My sister loved you. Oh, but I'm not blaming you. This is far better than the way you used to be. It's so hideous, so deliciously twisted. I feel nauseous just speaking to you. So you're killing fairies again? These fairies are incredibly important to Florem's people. How can you do this? You've always been this way, full of platitudes, happy lies. Always so pretty. So pretty you reek of rot and decay. Keep away, Idia. All humankind is dirty. A fine pack of filthy pigs. That girl with you, Idia. That is the Wind Vestal, is it not? Just how long do the two of you intend to feign trust? How long till the facades drop? What will it look like, I wonder? The moment all the little platitudes that hold you lot together start to crumble. Show me! Quickly! Quickly! Let me see your end.
Time for a battle against Summoner Mephilia. This rematch is something I've been looking forward to, as she gave us a good fight our first time around, and I've been wanting to have a little bit of a rematch here. So with Tiz, first things first, we're going to lower her magical attack with Skull Bash. We're gonna give her severe brain damage. Idia, we're gonna go ahead and actually we'll go ahead and default with her. And then Agnes, we're going to haste ourselves. And then Ringabel, we're going to go ahead and curse her. Again, Mephilia doesn't really have any new gimmicks here. She utilizes Gear Tip Lulu and her physical attacks primarily. So just manage those two. Utilize resistance to Earth as much as you can, or completely nullify it if you can do that as well. Or you can utilize Spirit Master's adaptation to just completely absorb Earth element damage. There's a lot of ways you can manage this. You just kind of take your pick. The fact that we just have a lot more options now is going to really, really help us in this endeavor. We're gonna go ahead and set up our sword magic there. Anyas, we'll go ahead and default with you. And then Ring-a-Bell, we're gonna go ahead and... let's go ahead and set up the weakness of Lightning on Mephilia. There's Lightning Bang. This mechanic shouldn't be as bad nowadays. She does 2 attacks and then Gear to Bulu, just like last time. So we're gonna go ahead and actually default again, because she's gonna be on the offense here. Yeah, with the resistance, it's pretty puny damage. Mephilia doesn't really have much else to hit us with either, so we're kind of just free to wail on her as much as we want. So we're gonna Skull Bash to keep her damage as low as possible, and then we're going to default one more time with Adia. We're going to Brave twice with Anyas. We're going to Haste, and then we're going to speed Adia up with Quick. And then we'll have Ring-a-Bell go ahead and heal everyone up with White Wind. There we go. Get everyone healthy. We don't really need to worry about her HP until she does another Gear to Blulu, which there will be a point down the road where she starts spamming them, but ideally we don't ever hit that HP threshold. We're just going to try and take her down as quickly as possible. The Skull Bash, lower her magic attack, and then double damage. We don't need to worry about that. Let's go ahead and throw out another double damage there. Adia, we'll keep her special move. I'm going to save that for the other Bloodrose Legion members that we have to deal with. We'll have Anya's defaults, and we'll have Ring-a-Bell re-up the curse, just in case. There's the curse. Oh, he got it off nice. So this is going to do a lot of damage. This actually might finish her off if we get multitasks and crits. Oh, maybe? Oh my goodness. He did not stand a chance. The first time we did this fight, it was like a 20-minute encounter, and we even had to use Bravely Second. This time around, we kicked her ass. There's a job level up for Anyas, Revival, and a Turbo Ether.
And now, the hands that killed me are stained in blood. Good. Knowing that I've sullied you is enough. So, where is it that you hail from? I know you are not of this world. Where are you? Where?
She seemed to know what had happened to us.
It cannot have been pure conjecture. If only we could have questioned her further.
Despite her psychotic tendencies, Mephilia seems very observant of people. I mean, she questioned Tiz's origins the first time we fought her, and now she seems to recognize that there's something off about us. Interesting. I do agree with Ring-a-Bell. If only she was, alive enough where we could interrogate her. But unfortunately, that does not come to pass. But there is one good thing to note about this. We saved the 2 little girls' lives this time around because they never went into the forest. That's something to be proud of. Let's go ahead and heal up, and then we're going to go and take down Artemia. Alrighty, just as a heads up, I went ahead and readjusted my gear back to the way it was, just so I don't have to worry about any Earth Charm screwing over my strategy. We don't need to follow the Bloodrose Legion members, as we already know where exactly Artemia is hiding. So let's go track her down.
We fought the ranger here.
Halt! Artemia. So you still hunt the woodland Orochi here? Artemia hunt many Orochi. At Einheria's orders? Artemia obey, only obey. Sister's orders, only truth. I see. You haven't changed. You could not stop Nymeria. How Artemia live, not yours to say. How sister think, not yours to say. Artemia not tell sister how to think. How sister think, tell how Artemia live. Only sister tell how Artemia live. I understand. I've heard enough. Artemia, hunt. Hunt all prey. All in range. Artemia's prey. I said enough. Nothing runs. Nothing escapes. As long as prey has pulse, keep firing. Never miss. Never. You, India, Ray, chase, hunt, Artemia, run, catch, thrill, hunger, heart, racing, fire, burn, hands, trembling. Hunt is on.
And our rematch against Artemia. Last time we fought her, it was pretty much a one-sided deal. And Artemia doesn't really have any new tricks up her sleeve, it's just that she hits much harder. And her Legion members here are a little bit more dangerous, but in terms of their abilities, nothing really has changed. But we're going to go ahead and provoke all our enemies to make sure that we can at least somewhat manage the damage that they're about to deal. We're going to have Agnes prep our haste so we can outspeed them as much as possible. And then we're going to have Ringabel utilize... Actually, we'll go ahead and have him utilize... Do I have something that will lower... I don't have anything. Okay, so then I'll go ahead and just use Curse on Artemia. Alright, there we go. That'll lower her stats a bit. We're gonna haste up. We're gonna speed things we're gonna slow things down a little bit. There's gravity, we're gonna dodge that. It's perfectly okay. And then we're gonna start out speeding. We're gonna continue to provoke. Artemia will utilize multiburst much quicker than she did last time, as that was something I was actually kind of missing in the original encounter, as I couldn't get her to actually utilize multiburst. So we will have to be on the lookout for that. We're gonna have Agnes default. We'll have Ringabel default as well. I'm gonna be taking these guys down little by little. Those multibursts, and they all went on Idia, of course. That's great. That's great. Oh, and Tiz is down too. Okay, we're gonna have to play a little bit of a catch-up here. Yeah, Artemia hitting just Idia does not bode well for us. But that's perfectly okay. I'm going to have Agnes go ahead and default. And I'm going to have Ringabel just bring up our two fallen allies here. Let's do an X potion and a Phoenix down. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just do that again on Idia. Just bring them back up. No lost HP. We're perfectly okay. There's silence. That's on Tiz. Fine. Multiburst. Okay, it hit more people than just Idia this time. That's okay. Agnes and Ringabel are still the fastest members of the team, so they'll get their actions off as soon as possible. Idia, we're going to go ahead and utilize Breaking Wave. Because just to see if we can take down some of these guards. If we can minimize it to just Artemia, we'll be in a good spot. Let's go ahead and just utilize Agnes. We'll Brave twice, and we'll speed things up for everyone, and then we'll just heal twice. That should be enough to heal everyone up to cap. And then Ringabel, we're going to lower the Impaler's damage, as they're actually doing quite a bit. We're going to speed things up, heal everyone up. Artemia can't hurt us this turn, so we're free to just kind of play a little safe here. This might hurt them enough to kill them? Hopefully. Nah, but it did poison them, and that's a decent amount of damage, I guess. There's gravity, we dodged it. I'm actually going to go ahead and just send Tiz into the negative here, and just try and take down these stupid ads. as they are really, really annoying me. And I'm gonna have everyone else except for Ring-a-Bell default. I'm actually going to have him compound a high potion and an X potion together and put that on Yes. I want to make sure that she doesn't die immediately. Double damage, there's an add down, another add down, and another one. Alright, cool. Multiburst. Okay, most of them went on to Ring-a-Bell, that's okay. He has Angelic Ward, so honestly, I'd rather it be on him. We'll go ahead and have Agnes. We'll have her default. And we're gonna have Ring-a-Bell just compound his own heal. We'll do an Ether. There we go. 4 Elixir. A crit, so he got a huge amount of HP. We'll have Idia apply Firaga. We'll have Agnes Brave twice, haste everyone up, and then heal. If you utilize an Utsumi strategy, this makes this encounter considerably more doable, as you can just Utsumi her multiburst. But I don't exactly really want to cheese this encounter, so I'm not doing that. We've lost our special move, but that's perfectly okay. Breaking Wave did its job. We'll have Idia defaults. We don't need to worry about applying a weakness to her, as Artemia actually comes with the fire weakness. So we'll just play safe. We'll have Agnes defaults, and we'll have Ring-a-Bell. We'll actually have him bring back some of Tiz's MP, as that is a problem I don't want to have. It's an MP problem. There we go. Targeting. That's extra damage, but perfectly okay because it's counter. Ring-a-Bell. Not Ring-a-Bell. We're gonna have Tiz. We're gonna slow Artemia down. We'll have not Agnes. Man, I'm getting everyone mixed up right now. We'll have Idia Moonshadow, and then we'll have Agnes Brave 3 times. How's the speed looking? We still got it, so we'll go ahead and just Cura, and then we'll quick Idia, and then we'll use Ring-a-Bell. We'll just re-up Curse. I don't want that going away, so we'll just re-up it. I have a feeling that she's going to multi-burst here soon by defaulting. So, I don't want to commit next turn, but I'll try and see if I can commit the turn afterwards. Artemia doesn't really have that much HP. She's around 60,000, like every other fight we've had so far. Do I want to try and commit? I'm gonna commit. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We'll have Agnes heal for right now. And then we'll have Ring-a-Bell default, just in case. Okay, she didn't default, so we have a huge window of opportunity to deal as much damage as possible. Come on, multitask, yeah! Extra damage right there. Then we'll have Tiz. We'll go ahead and have him do 2 double damages. That'll do a crap load of damage, and we'll just commit our Idia to finishing her off. We've lost our speed boost. So we've got to play very careful here. We'll just haste everyone up, and then we'll default. Okay, the default on Artemia, so she's going to go on the offense here. But ideally, we just take her down, even through default. Come on. Yeah!
Artemia. Pray. Sister.
And that's the fight with Artemia. That one went a bit more difficult. That one was a bit more difficult than the first time we fought her, but it still wasn't too bad. She just decided to use multiburst a little bit more than normal. Tiz learned the slow and steady support ability. That's a pretty useful one. And we also obtained the Artisan Gloves. I'll take it.
It's made of what? And toxic, what's more? I'll work to spread the word. With luck, this lunacy will cease soon.
Alright, a party chat. Agnes versus Idia. Ooh. Even if it's you, Idia, such words are unacceptable. Now, will you please take back what you said? Never! This is one matter in which I refuse to give an inch. This is a clear-cut issue. Black and white, with no room for gray. Wow, Agnes and Idia are really going at it. Don't see that too often. I wonder what happened. Any ideas, Tiz? Why don't you ask him yourself? I see you're in fine form too. What's eating you? How can you say that's the best, Agnes? I mean, your explanation doesn't make any sense. And what of you, Adia? Everything is always black or white with you. Never have I seen such obstinance. I still don't understand. Would you mind filling me in, Tiz? Told you, ask them yourself. Baked custard with strawberry whipped cream. No, sweet bean-filled wafers. Huh? Those are both desserts. Are you telling me this argument is about which dessert is the best? That about sums it up. What are you eating there? Strawberry whipped cream custard with sweet bean-filled wafers. You make them yourself? Yeah. But it's really just a matter of combining the two. Rather tasty, if I say so myself. Ugh, you're simply infuriating. Me? It is you who is utterly vexing. I feel sorry for them. And you too, Tiz. In the moment of saving Florem from its horrible fate, we get some moment of levity. It's nice to see that Agnes and Adia have become very close friends, especially due to all of the tension. Even in the Florem arc, back in Chapter 2, I wouldn't say they really were the best of friends, but look how far we've come. They argue about dessert. And honestly, I'll take that. Next up on the list is Einherja. Let's just go ahead and finish off the Venus Sisters. And then we have him to deal with afterwards. So, let's go ahead and fly up north. Finish sightseeing now? Let's hurry up and awaken the crystals. No, Eri. We're gonna go take down Einherja. Let's do this. I've made my preparations, nothing crazy. Let's go take her down.
Einherja!
You. So it is you, Adia. You are the last person I expected to run into here.
There's nobody here. This is the hidden village of the Crystallists. Why would it be empty? No. Could this be the work of the Duchy?
This place has been deserted for ages. Since well before I was sent to these lands.
What?
This is indeed the hidden village of the Crystallists. I have explored it a number of times, but I never found any trace of people living here.
Now that you mention it, it doesn't look like anyone has lived here for years.
Perhaps they orchestrated their own destruction.
What do you mean?
The Orthodoxy was consumed by greed and obsessed with power. They paid no heed to the people's needs. I would not be surprised if the Orthodoxy's corruption spread here, causing it to collapse from within.
I served only the crystal and knew nothing of the world until I left the temple. So I cannot know if what you say about the Orthodoxy's corruption is true. However, I know for a fact that you oppress not the Orthodoxy, but innocent Crystallists. Regardless of your lofty ideals, this cannot be forgiven.
Yes, you are right. We capture followers and force them to convert, to erode the Orthodoxy's power. We use violence to wrest them away from their beliefs. This is our goal, by fair means or foul. However, I must admit, I have grown slightly weary of the Legion's tactics.
Weary?
My sisters, Mephilia and Artemia. They have been scarred by the things they were ordered to do. You turned your back on the Duchy, Adia. I could not excuse your conduct, but I understood your reasons, somehow. In a way, I envied your ability to take meaningful action.
Then it is not too late for you. Leave the Bloodrose Legion and come with us. It would be a boon to have you on our side, Einherja.
That I cannot do. I cannot.
But why?
You and I learned the ways of the sword under the same master. We have been through much. We swore our blades to the service of Eternia, and pledged to fight for her future. We swore we would honor the ideals held by the Grand Marshal, and strive to bring the world he envisioned to fruition.
But the reality we face is quite different from that my father sought. Surely you must see this.
Yes. The Bloodrose Legion and the Duchy have compromised those ideals. I know this as well as you.
Then why?
No ideals can be achieved by following the path of virtue alone. I will not look back, nor buckle at the knee, no matter how dirty my hands or sorrowful my heart. I must bring his world into being. We shall build a land where all are free from the crystal curse. I must continue this thankless task. I will fight on to the end. Let us make a clean fight of it. Me and my beliefs against you and yours.
And our rematch against Einherja has begun. What an interesting character, as she fully admits that what she is doing is wrong, and the Bloodrose Legion and Duchy as a whole, but she won't waver from them because that's her job. That's her belief, is that she will see it come to fruition. So, we can't exactly say that she's... We can't exactly say that she is innocent in all of this, so we gotta take her down. Let's have Tiz go ahead and provoke her. Similar to her first encounter, Einherja primarily focuses on utilizing very strong physical attacks and jumps, and I am actually going to see if I can drain her MP entirely before she utilizes her Spirit Barrier, in order to make sure that the fight does not come to a screeching halt later down the road. We're also going to try and minimize her attack power by utilizing Curse. Who would have thought? Haste. There's the Curse. There's a Spear. We're gonna probably put Idia into the negative for this. Crescent Moon, yeah, that does a lot of damage. Thankfully, we outspeed her, so we won't have to really worry about that. She's also herself into the negative. She herself is also into the negative. So we're gonna go ahead and just send Idia into the negative as well. I don't want to go too far, but ideally we can make something of this. I think what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and heal with Agnes. I want to utilize Ring-a-Bell to where is it? Let's go ahead and make a re-raise just real quick on Agnes. There we go, Bond of Life. Yeah, the damage output of these bosses are really getting to me. Nice. Okay, the magic sapping is not amazing, but I doubt that was all of her MP. But we'll see what we can do. Let's go ahead and lower Einherja's speed as much as we can. And then we're going to... We'll go ahead and protect Idia, as she can no longer default to protect herself. So we'll go ahead and default with Ring-a-Bell as well. Chin Smash. There's a regular physical attack, that's okay. We're gonna have Agnes Brave twice. Actually, no, we'll just have her Brave once, and we'll have her re-up her haste, and then we'll default again. There we go. There's the jump, so we're gonna default. She has lost her attack power down, so this might hurt a little bit. Okay, well, 1100. That's not bad. She is in the negative now, so we are free to just kind of wail on her, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. First things first, though, we're going to set her speed to go down. We're gonna keep that as low as possible. We're gonna default with Idia for right now, and we're going to Brave. We'll just go ahead and fully Brave. We're going to re-up our haste. We're then going to utilize Quick on Idia twice, and then we're going to have Agnes heal everyone up, and then Ring-a-Bell. We're going to do some concoctions. First things first, I want to go ahead... Actually, no. We're only going to Brave once with him. I don't want to do the concoctions just yet. We're going to try and drain her MP as much as possible. Just the quick. We're going to heal up. There's the curse. Chin smash. Alright. We're going to go on the offense with you. We'll do 2 double damage. We'll do a provoke and then a know thine enemy. I have a very high sneaking suspicion that she's going to crescent moon us. So I'm going to default with our 2 support units, I think. I think that's a smart idea. Yeah, let's do that. Know that enemy. Get as much of that MP gone as we can. So we don't have to worry about it with the spirit barrier. Alright, I think that's a decent amount of MP gone. Let's go ahead and provoke as much as we can. On yes, we're going to go ahead and heal up once more. And then ring a bell, we're going to re-up our curse. Just to keep that going as much as we can. There we go. Provoke. Nothing. Oh, that's right, because she was in the negative. I was not paying attention there. Let's try it again. Provoke. We'll go ahead and attack 2 more times. That'll be our final round of a spear, if I'm counting correctly. Let's go ahead and re-up our time magic. And then ring a bell. Let's go ahead and let's give some of his MP back. And then we'll just end his turn. There we go. Alright. Multitask proc. Alright, that's a considerable amount of MP. If she decides to Spirit Barrier, I doubt she'll have much left in her tank. Okay, so she has nothing to defend herself with. So we'll go ahead and just lower her speed. And then Idia, we're gonna have her default. And we're gonna have Anyes rejuvenate so we can have our BP up. And then Ringabella, we're going to Brave 2 once. We're going to re-up Curse. And then we're going to apply a compound. We're going to give her the lightning weakness. Insect antenna and a fulminant shard. There we go. This will give us the heals, it'll give us an extra buff, and a lot of BP and MP primarily. There we go. And also boost the healing magic, of course. Alright, Shin Smash. She's probably going to jump. So let's see if we can get as much damage out as we can before she decides to attack us with that. Let's go ahead and Thundaga and just Moonshadow for right now. And then we'll go with that, and then we'll just end our turn. Anyes will speed everyone up again. We'll quick Idia. And then we'll go ahead and cast Protect on Idia as well. And then we'll have Ring Above Default. There we go. Get that quick up. There we go. Protect. She is the lowest defense. Moonshadow, honestly, I don't even know. Actually, I mean, Tiz has been doing some decent damage, but definitely not enough to finish off Anhiria himself. That's some pretty good damage right there. Crescent Moon. Oh, she committed to staying on the ground. Okay, then let's provoke her, just in case. Idia's gonna go on the offense. We're gonna have Anyes. We'll have Anyes heal for right now. And then Ring a Bell. We will have him re-up Curse, as we don't want that to go away. There we go. Return to just act and attack. Alright, Idia, see if you can finish her off. No multitask, so nothing. I doubt she has much HP left. So I'm going to send Idia into the negative and just see what we can do. Everyone else, I'm going to have defaults. And except for Ringabell, I'm going to have him utilize 2 Beast Livers to try and give Idia a power boost. There we go. Beast Vim. Come on, take her down. There we go. Strong fight there. Didn't even need to worry about the Spirit Barrier. I guess I could have just committed to the extra damage. But, you know, I just wanted to play safe. Power Bracers for our troubles.
You've grown stronger.
Anhiria.
Why do you weep? You've bested me. Be proud.
I never wanted.
Idia, hear me now. My final request. Meet with him with your father. Face to face. No more intermediaries. Look at him. Look at him, and you'll see it. What he seeks. I know.
I will. I swear it to you.
Good. That's good.
Well, we already sort of know how that concludes, thanks to our events in Chapter 4, but that does not make Einherja's fate any less impactful. She's an interesting character, as I mentioned before, and that she believes that peace cannot be won without sacrifice, which honestly holds a lot of merit, but it's also a dark thought. But let's not dwell on it too much. We've got one more bastard to take down. So let's head back to Florem and take down the Sicko de Rosa. Thankfully, we don't have to do his sub-scenario to figure out where he is, because we already know exactly where he's hiding. But first things first, I would highly suggest you equip a bunch of rebuff lockets or charm immunities, because that's something he can do. His captivating cologne will still be applied. So make sure you can do that. Other than that, he hits pretty hard, so be ready to heal up a lot. Let's head inside.
It seems women are being tricked and captured in this world as well.
We must set them all free.
Ah, but that would put me in quite the bind.
It's the Red Old Man!
Now that is unfortunate. You could have at least called me dashing, don't you think? You do realize you are trespassing. I think it's time you ran along.
We know what you are up to. You must stop using these women for your wicked ends.
Oh, do you now, my pretty little thing? Well then, go ahead and tell me what I am doing.
Toxin.
What? Well, knock me over with a feather. Just where did you hear that?
You told us yourself.
I did? Just a second. Have I met you somewhere before?
No, I believe you have yet to make our acquaintance.
Feigning ignorance, are we? Very well. How much do you know?
You use cologne containing pheromone toxin to trick and exploit women for your own gain.
Well, well. Isn't this awkward? You seem to have seen right through me. You do realize the women I woo get something out of this too, right? My techniques are truly superior. They all leave satisfied.
You filthy old man!
Oh, I thought I recognized you from somewhere. You're the Grand Marshal's daughter. You seem intent on disparaging my little operation, but I'll have you know the Council of Six has given full approval.
What?
Don't you see? Your father has personally condoned this operation that you call filthy. I fail to see how it warrants criticism from his own blood. Have I made myself clear? Good. Now off you go, children. I have much work to do here.
We're not going anywhere. We'll not turn a blind eye to this wickedness.
Oh, so that is how you want to play it. I'll warn you, I'm not the kind to roll over easily myself. It looks like I'll have to teach you the hard way. Since you're clearly incapable of managing my nickname, let's make this formal.
Yeah, we know. Captain of the Bloodrose Legion, the Red Mage, Old Man de Rosa.
Whoa, hold on there.
I love how dehumanizing we have made him. We are just beating into him. We've stole his thunder on his plans by immediately figuring it out. We just DeRosa does not deserve any respect or any admiration. We are just beating into him. Though it is unfortunate to hear that Brave did apparently greenlight DeRosa's operations, which just calls into the question the morality of the Council of Six even more than it already has been. Let's not dwell on that. Let's take down DeRosa as soon as possible. We want his operations done and dusted. DeRosa still has a very good balance between physical and magical attacks, so we want to utilize cards as much as possible. He utilizes Captivating Cologne, but thankfully it will not work on anyone, so every single time he uses that ability, it's a wasted action. When it comes to his damage output, Thundara is a really strong AoE magical attack that he'll use that will definitely put a dent in our HP. So I'm going to be utilizing Tiz to minimize his magic attack as much as possible. He also has a fairly strong physical attack that I could... Oh, excuse me there. I could definitely utilize Utsasemi in order to avoid, but that's only with Idea, and I think I'd rather just lower his incoming damage rather than trying to dodge it, at least for right now. Idea, let's go ahead and utilize her Thundaga sword magic. DeRosa can also utilize his healing. Similar to the first time that you fight him, the kind of the game plan is to pick off his HP slowly, as he does have access to Revenge, which can make dealing damage to him very tricky, as he can become very difficult to manage if you keep giving him too much BP. So we have to play this a little smart. The main idea here, though, is going to be just boosting ourselves as much as possible to see if we can just take him down in one go. So that's what I'm going to be aiming to do. So we'll be doing a lot of defaulting and a lot of prepping, and then we're just going to run him through as much as possible. We're going to go ahead and default with Agnes. Ring a bell. I'm going to try and just keep Curse on as much as possible. I don't want him to utilize any actions just yet. There's Fear. That's okay. He does have AoE Fear. It's nothing to worry about, though. We'll have Tiz cure himself of it. The Balsams. We're going to have Idia defaults. We're going to have Agnes re-up our speed with Haste. And then we're going to have Ring a Bell. Go ahead and compound ourselves a weakness for our old man DeRosa here. Insect Antenna. And the Fulmin Shard. There we go. Lightning Bane. Fear. Great, that hit everyone this time. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just lower his magical attack with, Tiz. We'll just re-up Thundaga with, Idia. We will, we'll go ahead and default with Agnes, and we'll go ahead and just use Widen Area with Ring-a-Bell to get rid of this, effect. There we go. Widen Area, there we go. Magic attack down, physical attack, decent amount of damage. It's alright. We'll have them default. We're trying to get our special moves up as much as we can. We'll have Agnes go ahead and Brave twice. We'll have her Cure, and then we'll have her Quicken Idea for future endeavors. And we'll have Ring a Bell Curse. There we go. Things are about to get pretty funky here. There's Thundara, decent damage, but because of his weakened state, he's not really going to have much of a way of fighting back. We're going to go ahead and take advantage of this lightning weakness as much as we can right now. We're going to have Agnes Brave twice, Haste, and Heal. And then we're going to have Ring a Bell re-up the Insect Antenna Fulmin Shard. And we're going to be ready to go on the offensive here fairly soon. Again, he has roughly about 60,000 HP or so, so as long as we play very careful, we should be able to take him down in 1 or 2 waves. Thundara, decent damage. We're going to default. Idia, we are now going to utilize Breaking Wave to get our crit rate up. We're going to Cure with Agnes here. We're going to re-up Curse, just trying to keep that Curse as much as active as possible. Quick should stay up for this final turn. If it isn't, I'll re-up it. No Revenge proc, thankfully. And then we should begin our onslaught. So it will be double damage, double damage, double damage, and a provoke, just in case. Gidea's gonna go on to the full offense, and then Agnes is going to go ahead and heal everyone up, and then ring a bell. We're gonna go ahead and default, just in case things go awry. Here we go. There's Revenge proc 1, there's 2, and where's 3? There it is, okay. Evoke, Captivating Cologne, he wasted his action. Do we have our speed up still? We do. Okay, we can still do this then. We're gonna have Tiz just go ahead and give himself a Turbo Ether. Just to give him an extra BP, that's 150, so he should be able to get 2 more double damages then, and then another attack. And Idia's just gonna go full on. She doesn't have her hit rate up anymore. We're gonna have Agnes and Ring a Bell default just in case things go really bad. But this should be enough. Come on, yeah! Alright. That is the alternate way of actually taking him down that I mentioned all the way back in episode, what, 24 or so? Is you either play the long game, or you just build yourself up and take him down instantly. Either way works, and it's pretty effective. Drain attack up for Ring a Bell there. Alright.
What is it?
Oh, it's just...
Does it bother you that your father approved of that man's plan?
Yes.
Not to sound like Lord De Rosso, but don't you think you are underestimating him? When we obtained the report he had written earlier, I took down the details in my journal. The Red Mage has stopped at nothing to claw his way up the ranks of the Eternian forces. You should read them again sometime.
I will.
Idia can now equip the Bravo Bikini. That is a costume for her. Also, I like the idea that, not to sound like Lord De Rosso, as he's wearing the vampire attire. Yeah, so this is actually our first ever costume that we have acquired. And it basically what it does is that it is an outfit that overwrites every job outfit. That'll show up on everything. This outfit, also similar to the vampire attire, has a bit of controversy surrounding it. Not because it's a bikini, but because the Western release of the game censored the outfit. Now, similar to the vampire, I vastly prefer the Western release version to the Japanese release. But honestly, it's up to you whether you prefer one or not. I'm not gonna wear the bikini on Idia though. It's a cool outfit, I guess, but I have no real reason to wear it. But yeah, the women have been freed here from De Rosa's plans, and that's the Bloodrose Legion taken down. We got to see some new and interesting strats revolving around them, but something has kind of struck my mind as I've been doing these encounters, as while we've had a fairly easy time, I do feel a little hindered in my current composition, and unfortunately this is the one that I have built up to for a little while. So, next time on Bravely Default, what we're going to do, we're going to tackle two things. First things first, I'm going to make some adjustments to my team composition, and I'm going to show you the best way to level up at this current point in the game, as it's right around here in Florem. And then the second thing we're going to do, as tackling the Eternians hasn't really given us many answers to what's going on, so I think it's best if we go and search and awaken one or two of the crystals. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.